She was struggling a bit with her second serve today. You were really on top of it, attacking that, and you won the majority of points on her second serve. Was that a game plan for you to be more aggressive, or was it just more of her struggling with respect to that second serve?
I mean, yeah, definitely. I know, I said already, I think she's playing a similar game as I am, so I knew I have to be the first one who is, attacking the ball and trying to make her move a little bit more, and that's what I did. And I think she didn't handle the wind today that good, so that's why she did some double faults and not many first serves. So I'm really happy with the win, how I handled it, because the conditions were not as the whole week here, so it was a little bit different. So happy with the way how I, closed the match.
Do you sense this sort of result coming? It hasn't been as strong a year for you as last year. This is a big final that you're into now.
Yeah, I would say everyone is saying I don't have that good year as I had last year, but I didn't have that big matches as I played semi-final in Indian Wells, and now this final, I would say it's maybe better than what I played last year, the few finals on the small tournament. So this one really counts, and I'm really happy to be in the final, and there always is a good chance in the final for win the tournament, so I'll do anything for that. And I just don't want to think about I'm winning the title or something like this. So far it's a good tournament for me, so I'm enjoying that I'm still in the draw, and like I said, do anything for the win tomorrow.
Have you felt fresher than your opponents this week who were in Rio?
Sorry?
Have you felt more energy or fresher than
yeah, definitely. Definitely, yes, and I was thinking about if to go to Rio or not, and there was more things why I decided to not go, and I think it was a good step from me, because last year I played a lot of tournaments, and in the end of the US Open I felt really tired, so I just want to prepare for the big tournaments better than I did last year.
She won the first game, and then you won 7 in a row. You were really on a roll. How did that feel? Were you just putting your foot on the gas there, or was it more letting her make mistakes in the win?
I mean, yeah, the first game, let's say I gave it to her. I missed 4 returns, so it wasn't really about her game. But I just tried to play aggressive from the first game till the last one. And like I said, with the win, it wasn't really easy. I didn't play like I would love to play, or I think yesterday I played a little bit better, but all was different. So happy with the way how I played or tried to be aggressive, and I think she had a little bit trouble with my game. It was maybe too fast for her, and with the win together was just not her day probably.
And you were really on top of it, a set and a half up, and yet you still called for your coach midway through the second set. Why did you do that?
Yeah, because the first set was really quick. I did 6 games in a row, so I knew it's not gonna be like this the second set as well. So I just want to hear a few words from him, if it's like fine, or maybe he sees something else from the from the crowd. So, but everything was fine. I just lost myself once. I did a few mistakes there. Also, she played some good shots. So all good. 6-1, 6-3. Not that bad result.
You were serving for the match. What were you thinking, and were you also thinking about the rain? Because you finished the match, like a minute later it started raining. Were you thinking about that?
No, actually not. I didn't look at the sky at all, so I didn't know something is coming. So I just, and maybe it was better, so I just tried to, close the match and didn't think about anything else. Even if I would not close it and would be raining, still I would be up 5-4, so, and still break her a few times in this match, so I was just ready for anything.
You're playing singles and doubles consistently through tournaments. How much do you think that doubles play is helping add dimension to your singles tools and your confidence coming in?
I mean, I love to play doubles, and now since I have a partner which is playing with me, Julia Gerges, every tournament is different than if you are changing every tournament. So I always enjoy the doubles, and I think it can really help into the singles. It's for me definitely better than practice, and you have a lot of serves, returns, so it can really improve a few stuff, volleys, which I don't have a chance to improve during the tournament. I can improve it in the doubles. So. Since I feel physically fine and I don't have any injuries, I'm always for to play the doubles.
You said you changed your schedule after last year playing too many tournaments. What else did you learn from that first big year on tour, from your life on tour, and that you've changed this year?
yeah, this was one of the things what I changed, just to don't play everything what is possible and to get ready for some events. And I think now at this time, not always, but it pay off. And yeah, that's what I learned. And also I mean, last year was amazing for me, and I just went so quick up. So this year is a little bit different. It's harder, and I have to defend a lot of points, you know. So the worst I have behind me, I would say, and just, you know, this year still there is few tournaments to go. So I'll do anything for do as many points as I can, and then get ready for the next year.
As someone who can't relate to having long legs and long arms, is there something that you do in your training with your fitness coach because it does affect movement, you have to get down lower, maybe the quickness, it affects that. Is there anything you do to work on? Yeah,
I mean, you have to work different with me than you work with, I mean, those two girls with Angie and Simona, so that's for sure. But still, we have some goals, and the one what you said is to get lower in the knees, which I'm struggling my whole life, but it's slowly getting better. And with the arms, I don't have that big problems as with the legs. So yeah, let's see if I can still improve in this. I believe yes, and I believe I can still, you know, improve also in the matches in this with the movement.
Both of your next opponents are powerful hitters. In terms of having to absorb pace and use that to your advantage, what's your strategy?
I played both of them. Like I said, I beat both of them. I lost to both of them. So there's everything possible. So I'm ready for. Doesn't matter who wins. I'm gonna be ready, and I'll maybe watch a little bit. But it's tough. They have both different game than I have. They are both more defensive players. So still the same for me. I have to be the first one who is, you know, dictating the game, and I cannot be the one who is running. So the pressure has to be on them, and I believe I can beat both of them.
Have you ever? There's a couple courts at Indian Wells that have sort of Hawkeye type technology installed with the cameras and a few other courts around the world. Have you ever used anything like that to look at data of your practices, and do you think that could be useful?
What can be useful?
Just like using there's courts in Indian Wells that have like technology built into them with cameras and things.
No, not really.
Do you think something like that could be useful?
It can be. I didn't use it yet, but and I don't even think about to use it in the future. But maybe if it's on more tournaments than there, then maybe I'll think about it. But I didn't use it yet, so I don't know much about it.
Carolina, you led the head-to-head against Garbi, and then now you get another win. Since the last time you played her, she won the French Open to now. Does it mean more to you that you beat her and she's like a French Open champion, or is it the same as like, you know, a year ago you beat her, it's just like a quality player that you get a win over?
I mean, to be honest, 1 year ago we both were a little bit different players. I think we both improved a lot. She, of course, made some good results on the Grand Slams. She won the French Open. So, but you know, you cannot be thinking about that. You're playing against someone who won a French Open. So it's different surface. Everything is different. My game is different than I don't know, Serena and the rest what she beat in the French Open. And I know I beat her in the last two matches. So I knew it's going to be tough for her to beat me if I play well or if I play solid. So, yeah, I was not thinking about that she's a French Open champion. So this you cannot take on the court.
Does getting a win like that, though, does that make you believe anymore that you can win a Grand Slam, or it's just another win?
I mean, I always believe, and I believe I can. There's I would say 99% of the players, I can beat all of them. So if I play good tennis, but it's not always. So yeah, so but with this victory, even it was a little bit easier than I was expecting. I believe I can win the big tournaments and even slams later in my life.
If you play Angie in the final, she'll be going for #1.
I know it.
Yeah. So what do you think that might be like? That's a sort of different. We haven't had that in a long time.
I mean, no, for me, this really means anything for her. Yes, so I don't know if she would be a little bit in stress or something. So, but I would love to have her as a #1, new #1 after a few years. But I'll do anything for her to not getting there if she wins.
Final.
Congrats.